I will tell you something.
Yeah. I found out that this green line is just new. Yeah.
And in cooperation with the regulators, we make just the exteriors.
Uh-huh.
So now where we are, these are the terraces of the riding hall, and these were the riding hall. Yes, it was built in 1694, and it was built for teacher training and for the aristocracy that they should entertain. They learned 5 courses, and it was all different.
Wow.
For the aristocracy, and everybody was welcome.
Yeah.
And then it was used as a warehouse, and now there are several galleries, several explanations of pictures of art and like that in this time. So normally it's a very big hall inside.
Wow.
And you can also go there, but it is also paid, yeah, like everything else. So from here, now we can see it very clearly. Today it's good. You see the yellow house just in front of us.
Yeah.
This is the Lumbes Villa. This is the official seat of the President of the Czech Republic.
Oh, really?
So he lives here, and it's from 2005. Before that date, the president lived in the so-called President Castle in the Royal Garden of the Prague Castle, and from 2005 every president lives here in the Lumbes Villa. And he has also another seat that is not in Prague. That is a chateau called Lani, and it is apart Prague. But when he's in Prague, his seat is here.
Oh, really?
So it is. It's called Lumbes Villa, and every president lives here. Nowadays we have President Miloš Zeman that won his second re-election, and he will be a president for more years. It was in the 14th century by the king of Charles IV. Charles IV was the most important king in Bohemia, and his son stayed at the beginning of the construction of the St. Vitus Cathedral. But this cathedral was built for a very long time with sometimes in etaps. It was built in etaps. Sometimes it stayed the construction, and they begin again. And the finally stop or finish of the construction is dated 1929 in the 20th century. But there is still something that isn't used now only for official ceremonies, for gathering, for ceremonies of the president or ceremonial concerts, and it's very nice. If you want to come once more again, it's allowed to go inside and to see the royal gardens of the Prague Castle.
Oh.
It's also very nice. But suddenly we don't have it in our program.
Okay.
So we will start here. The first courtyard which was built for defensive reasons, to defend the castle because of the enemies. Yeah, so it was a connection with new built castle, and it was built just for defensive purposes. And here, this is called Deer Ditch, yes, and it is called Deer. Does it mean Jelení příkop? And it's the name deer is because of that in the 17th centuries the deers were delivered here, and they were behaved here as game animals. Yeah, so also for the aristocracy they could chase them, and even the Emperor Charles VI, the father of Maria Theresa, even he shot the deers directly from the windows of the Spanish wall. And it was such thing of entertain the aristocracy, and this tradition continues normally there is a castle guard here, but today
yesterday I saw it.
Yeah, you are
the
there.
two.
Okay, yeah, because you have to stay here for an hour without moving.
Yeah.
They make a change with the colleagues. Yeah, they have to be in the good health condition because it's a tradition that they have to stay. They have to stay here without moving, and the tradition started in. some special day or what is happening today. It was 26th of July, and why there is nothing special, yeah. So I don't know why they are not here, the castle guards. I hope that they will be in the end on the other side of the castle. This is the second courtyard. It is the largest courtyard on the Prague Castle. So east way, this way it leads to the St. Vitus Cathedral, and over there is a gate. From when we pass that, we come to the first courtyard at the beginning, the facade of the side of the Prague Castle. It is the biggest one, and this facade it was made by the reign of Maria Theresa in the 18th century as a part of a big reconstruction of the Prague Castle. And these two floors, the first floor and the second floor, by the reign of Rudolf II, it was horse stables. Imperial horse stables, yes, because he loved so much horses, and these two floors were made for them, was constructed for them, and naturally they have a pavement, such pavement to go upstairs, yes, because they shouldn't manage to go by stairs. So it was all this was for them, and now it is a Prague Castle. Not all the time they worked on it, but together it took more than 700 years of time to make it happen. But as I told you, that not everything is ready. So above the doors you can see the places for statues. There is no statue. There are no statues. Here the floor, here, and then the two also, and here. So that's why we say that it isn't ready. Yeah, because it's the last that should be done, and it wasn't done. So in 1929 they declared that it was ready, everything on the St. Vitus Cathedral, but only the statues aren't here. So the circle that you can see above, it's called the Rosetta, and down you can see 4 men on the left, 2 men, and 2 men on the right side. These are the statues of the constructors of this cathedral. So they are here in memory. So that's it. And this, so I think that we should go inside, and I will tell you more about entertainment.
It's very nice.
Very nice and very old. And you can see also that it doesn't have a unique just one color. Sometimes the stones are black, sometimes they are yellow. So,
why?
Because when it was built also with sand and other materials. So it depends how old on which part we are and how old it is. Because with the rain and with the sun and all this, so the oldest part of stones become black sooner than the others. So where it is brighter, it is newer.
Wow.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. Very nice.
Here there are 2 parts. One part that you can go around, and the other one in the beginning. It's a paid part, but you have a lot of possibilities to go around here. I just want to tell you something about this, because the St. Vitus Cathedral was a place for the king the whole life was very hard work, because it's made by hand, and it took very much time to have it done. And these 2 are this classical mosaic, but the third window, you can see over there,
it's blue. Oh, wow.
It is really painted by our Czech painter Alphonse Blue. So
very nice. A unique design. Handmade.
archbishop lived, and they took 6 seats here. So it is called the Provost House, and it was made, built in also in 17th century. It was built in the 10th century, so it's a lot of, it's older, you know. And here, this part, you can see here, this modern thing on the castle. It is a memory of the First World War victims. So they take it here, but while they was transporting it, it was broken. So it was a little bit bigger than it is now, and it was broken. So they made up a small pyramid, at the end, yes, because they couldn't make it again. It is one part.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not separate pieces. It's just so big, and it is one part. So they on the up. They put a gold pyramid, and it is a memory, as it's here from 1980, and it's like a memory of the victims of the First World War. It's for them, or memory of them. So this is the balcony, official balcony of the president, Miloš Zeman, here. So when he has he wants to tell something to the journalists or the people, he can stay here on this balcony, and from the other side he has his office. Because here it is quite a lot of traffic, so it is, from the other side it is quieter. And if we are staying right here, we can see the main part of the St. Vitus Cathedral. Here up, you can see twice the clocks. The first one are really the clocks, and the second one, these are minutes. Because after the time they couldn't manage to put it together, so they made one for the clocks and one for show the minutes. So now we can see it's 2 o'clock, and above it's 30 minutes. So, and it was divided, the clocks and the minutes. And the gate here, it is really from gold. Above the letter R.
Is it really gold?
They told us that yes, that it is still the real gold.
Wow.
It was when they made it, but now some people think that it is also replaced. Yes, and it's not really true. But there is, if it were gold, even that there is nobody who will go upstairs and steal it. Yes, so it can be. So it can be true, maybe it's not true, but we still call it the Golden Gate. And over there, above beneath the mosaic, there is an entrance. It was formerly the entrance to the St. Vitus Cathedral, the first entrance. And now when we came inside, we took another one, but in the beginning this was the main entrance. And the mosaic that you can see, the mosaic above, it's a mosaic about the last review, last
Supper?
Last Supper, and that's it. The Last Supper, and not the supper, but then the judgment. I'm sorry, the Judgment. Yes. And on the left side, you can see people that are starting up from the grave, going from the grave, and they are on the left side. They are going to heaven. And on the right side, there is should be the same number of persons that they are going to hell. So in each of the statues they are doing something that was typical for the part of the year here in this time. For example, here they are, what is that? Here.
That is pieces.
They are making wool at home. Yeah. So they made it so from small parts to make wool to to have curtains or something like that. And each of them they are doing something that was typical in this time. It's just Here we have twins or scorpions also, lion, virgin, and balances. The scorpion is over there. This is in June. It's not something else. Scorpion is here, and here, for example, the balances are in September. In September, it was typical that they pick up the apples from the trees to have reserves for the winter. And over there, this is October. I think they are taking wine. They pick up the wine from the trees also. This is on December they make usually killed this is the pork. Yeah, this is the pork. It's killed. They made it so to have
test?
the meat for all the year.
Okay.
So they are traditional things than the other part of the cathedral. And now this hall or this passage that is made here.
Yeah.
It was constructed on the wish of the kings. On that time, they wanted because they didn't want to pass through. This connection between the St. Vitus Cathedral and Jagiellon's.
Wedding.
It's a real wedding, yeah. Containing the wedding.
Is that a photo shoot or just?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
Wedding.
Maybe it's only for fun, but it seems like a real wedding. This is the Ladislav's Hall. Here also inside is possible to go in, but also you have to pay to go inside. And this is a hall, also representative hall. There are a lot of ceremonies there, and the seat of the parliament sometimes take place here.
Yeah.
And also some ceremonial concerts. And also sometimes there is a exposition of art of picture to reconstruction right now.
Yeah.
Just like this part of the St. Vitus Cathedral, or even in the center, you should manage it. That they are making the reconstruction. Is that why? Because in 1918 it was the first. It was official Czechoslovakia Republic founded in 1918, and today, this year, it is 100 years. So that's why there are a lot of reconstruction even in Prague.
Yeah.
Because in autumn, in September or October, it will be an anniversary of the Czech Republic that was founded in 1918. So that's why it was replaced by the well on the second courtyard because she didn't function very well. Was a malfunctioning of water drawdown, and it was stopped here, and the other one with a cage replaced her. And then again, after the 18th century, she take back her function of water, and also of reservoir of water in case of fire.
Yeah, I have a question. The water here in Prague is drinkable?
It's drinkable.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's a really pure water, and you can drink it from the
Faucet.
Yeah.
Nice. In Vienna too.
St. George's Basilica. And the Chapel of St. George and the Basilica of St. George. There was a time that the sister of the king wanted to have a first basilica, and she went to Rome to ask the Pope if she can start the basilica in Prague. He told her that it's possible, but you will be the first abbatiche. You will be the first one. So that's why it was the first female basilica.
Wow.
And the sister of the king, she took place, and she started it here, and she became the first consolidation of the building. Yeah, they made it stronger, and they didn't make it again the same as it was before, and the left one stayed a little bit narrower, and bigger and higher than the other one. And the left one is called, it's only so historically, it's called Adam, and the right Eva, and the right one is called Adam, the tower. So it's only curiosity. To marry all her daughters in the countries on Europe, in the Europe kingdoms, like for example Maria Antoinetta, her daughter was married in French. Another daughter was married in Hungary, and so all the Europe she wanted her daughters to be all around her and in the neighborhood. And so till this time, if there are some descendants of Maria Theresa still alive, so they should be originally from all the Europe around, because some of them some of the daughters were married to Italy, to France, to Hungary, to Austria, and so all around. And there is also one story. It is a legend, but it is true. It is a true legend that she really made so the marriage policy a lot, that she wanted so much to have all the daughters married, that she engaged one of her daughters, Maria Gabriela, to a prince of Naples. She was engaged when she was small, when she was 6 years, and suddenly when she was 11 she died. The disease that couldn't be curable on that time. But Maria Theresa has another daughter, so she engaged the second daughter with the same prince of Naples in Italy. But suddenly she was called Maria. No, the first one was Gabriela. The second one I don't know, but each daughter the first name was Maria. But suddenly the second daughter also died, the youngest one. So they were built after that. For example, this one, 1880. It's even written here, 1880. Yeah, the year of this house. This is all. You can see the beginning over there.
1880.
And this one is even newer. Newer than. So it was here after the castle was built. It's not so exceptional, but it is also old nowadays, because 2018, everything more than 100 years old.
The flag?
Of the president, the flag, yes, the stand of the president, and when it is up on the roof, it means that the president is not, he shouldn't be in the castle, but he can be in Czech Republic. He's in Czech Republic, it is also on the roof. And when he is in foreign countries, he's not here in the state, so the stand is not there. Just to make a sign that the president is here or he isn't here.
Okay. It's nice information.
Because at each hour there's changing of the guard, and we should see it now. But I'm not sure if we didn't come late.
Where we can find it?
No, normally they are here. They are changing. They are coming from here, and they're making. But I'm not sure if it's 16 o'clock.
I don't know.
Because I
maybe
have here also, and I want to tell you is this one, the gate that you can see is the Matthias Gate. It's called Matthias Gate because it was built by the reign of Matthias, of King Matthias, and also it's from the 17th century. It's made in 1614, and this is the original part. This one is modern, the facades are from Renaissance, but this is the original part that stayed here till now. And above you can see the arm, the shape of arms of all the countries that the Habsburgs were they how to say it, that they were the symbols of the we call it Arabs, but shapes of arms, I think it's in English, and they are all the countries that belong to the Habsburgs.
I saw Austria,
also Hungary, Luxembourg, also the northern Germany, the southern Germany, and Silesia and Moravia. There are 7 states. No, there are 9. So
2, 4, 6, 8,
the south part of Germany, then Czech,
9.
Hungary, Luxembourg, Austria, and also the second part of Germany, and I maybe forgot something, I'm not sure. This was Silesia, Moravia, the Czech, the Bohemia, the Hungary, Luxembourg.
Slovakia.
Slovakia, there was town square. And from here you can see the view to all the Prague, all the modern Prague, and also the old town. So we normally finish our tour here. She tells me that the station isn't here, that we have to walk a little bit. But because I want to learn it, I will go with you.
Okay.
I want to learn it for the next
Okay.
I have time now, so I will go with you and
Okay.
to follow the map. I will follow a little bit because also for me it's new. I didn't take these buses.
First president.
President of the Czech Republic,
Oh.
the Tomáš Garrigue Masaryk. It's him who received the small beers for a gift from the legendary soldiers, and he behaved them in the deer ditch.
Wow.
He wasn't afraid, but the Clement Gottwald was afraid. So they took that away.
Yeah.
So I think it was only for making photos of the wedding. It wasn't a real wedding.
Yeah, it's
I
just
think
a
because
photo
there are
shoot.
there are no.
It's nice.
Really sorry. The restaurant, the menu, 175 crowns for one menu. It's terrible. It's only the price when somebody doesn't know how much it should cost. Because when you buy the menu, if it costs more than 180 crowns, it's a lot.
Yesterday I paid 599 for my food.
For the food, this is too
Yeah,
much.
because it's a famous restaurant.
Even
But I took drinks,
yeah,
a little bit wine,
yeah,
and
it's almost
a specialty menu is $3.99.
normal food in a normal restaurant, which is not made just for tourists, just to make money. You can buy food. I think 150.
Really?
Real food with a soup
Wow.
and with something to drink. 150, 70. Yeah.
But I tried it because it's famous. I want to try.
Which is the first? And this is the Loretta. Yeah, this one. This is famous building also, and so I think we are not far away. We just have to manage to come here.
Okay. Church before, guys. Naging hotel na ngayon. Nakakatuwa naman. Bakit ganun? Yung church dati naging hotel. Okay.
And it's a hotel.
It's now a hotel.
Only a street with souvenirs. Only this.
A street with souvenirs.
Yeah.
Okay.